What is up? Welcome back to PWG. It all begins again on TEW 9. We are in October of 2004, and this is episode 7. What is up, you guys? Welcome back to the PWG series. Before we do anything else, let's go ahead and look at the mail here. It looks like Christopher Nowinski has left WWE. He is out with a major concussion. He's out for a long time. It looks like he's out until April of 2009. Wow. Best wishes to Christopher Nowinski. Gail Kim has joined PWG after leaving WWE. Not Gail Kim. Jacqueline has also left WWE. Looks like we had a couple of people on loan to Ohio Valley Wrestling, which is pretty cool. Petey Williams has left CZW. Thank you, Petey. Thank you for leaving CZW. It's kind of wild down there, right? Just kidding. I don't even know. PWG, the next show has gone dormant. I like the name The Next Show. I might bring it back, when we reassess what shows we're going to do for next year. The next show might be one that I would like to do again. Ryan Sakota has left WWE as well. Let's take a look at Ryan Sakota, you guys. He is pretty okay. Not great, but also not terrible. He's also in the Southwest region, so it looks like he's close to home. Let's go ahead and... what are we going to do? Let's bring Ryan Sakota in for a couple of matches, and we will see how we like him. We have Ryan Sakota coming in. We have Gail Kim coming in. Let's make some magic, you guys. PWG has finished first out of 3 in the Southwest Regional Battle this month. Because of this, attendance for PWG shows in this region will be boosted by 5% in the next month. So that means our attendance is going up and up and up. We like that. That's always good news. And nothing else that we really care about, except for this. Scott D'Amore has been offered a contract by AAA. Now, Scott D'Amore is the owner of Border City Wrestling, BCW, so I don't think he's going to be accepting any exclusive deals or anything anytime soon, so I don't think we have to worry. Alright, so let's get rid of that mail, and let's take a look and see what we have going on here. Steve Corino is turning heel. ECMO and Kenny Bolin have 1 appearance left. Let's go ahead and get Kenny Bolin on a longer term deal. Negotiates. Let's bring him in for 6 months right now, and then we'll reevaluate where we stand with him in a few months. And also, I think Nick Nemeth might be... oh, he still has... okay, we brought him in for some time, so we're good with that. Gail Kim is a manager. I don't think she needs to manage anybody right now. Boom, boom. And it looks like we are all set to move on to the next show. WWE No Mercy happened. Let's take a look. Eddie Guerrero defeated The Undertaker to retain the WWE Heavyweight title in a 99 rated match. Rob Van Dam defeated The Big Show. John Cena defeated Booker T to retain the WWE United States title. Wow, what a show. Anything else interesting happen? We had a indie show in Canada. Cody Deaner was in the main event. Oh, Kenny Omega. What's Kenny Omega up to? It's 2004. Oh, he won't work for me. Oh, he only works in Canada. He only works in Canada? Wow, he's actually pretty good. Kenny Omega, will you please decide to work in the U.S.? Okay. Hey, buddy. Thanks. Alright, let's bring Kenny Omega in for 6 months. Because he's 20 years old. He's young. He is very, very good. He has some charisma. He has star quality. And he can fly pretty well. Anybody else here kind of sticking out? Omega got a 22. Not great. Not terrible. I can work with that. Anybody else on this card that sticks out? Not really. The Mansoor brothers, who are they? Coco Mansour, I never heard of you. Interesting, okay. Mad Dog. These are like very Canadian wrestlers. These wrestlers are so Canadian that I never heard of them. I heard of Chance Beckett before, just from playing like TEW and EWR. He's pretty good too. You work in the United States, buddy? You do. And you're only $30. But right now, I think we're good on people. We have some decisions to make. Kenny Bolin, he's like, yes, yes, yes. Resign me, please. Let's see. Jeff Jarrett, ECCW. CMLL has made an offer to Scott D'Amore. Scott D'Amore is super popular now. Blue Wolf has announced that he has accepted an MMA fight and will start his camp in 2 months. Who's Blue Wolf? I don't know who you are. Well, that's cool. Good for him. Oh no! He got injured at Ring of Honor but should not miss any time. Brian Danielson. Alright, Brian Danielson got injured. You guys, I'm sorry. I'm so flustered. I don't even know how to report this to you. Brian Danielson got injured at last night's Ring of Honor afternoon show. And he'll be likely taking a week to heal. Okay. That's fine, right? I don't think I'll be using him in the next week. He's a Ring of Honor Pure Champion. What was his match? Oh, it was Nigel A. Steele, Brian Kendrick to retain the Pure title. It wasn't a great match. Look at this. Battle of Los Angeles, Battle of Los Angeles, Battle of Los Angeles. I have all these guys except for Ace Steel. Alright, well, hopefully you will feel better soon, Brian. You have a broken nose. Alright, well, get well soon. And Scott Steiner was loaned to somebody. By TNA. TNA, TNA, TNA. Alright, let's move forward. We have a couple decisions here in the bank. I won't stop for these. We'll just keep going. How about that? Unless there's cool mail, then we'll stop. Alright, I did come back. We have some decisions to make and some mail. But the reason why I came back was not to show you SmackDown. Kurt Angle defeated Rey Mysterio in the main event for a 100. RVD defeated Rikishi for an 89. No, not to show you that. Because we did not plan our monthly events. We have 2 events this month, and as of now, they're spaced out pretty well, actually. But I don't know if I want to do Use Your Illusion. I don't really know the lore behind that, and I don't really know what it's all about. So I'm going to make this dormant. I'm going to make this dormant. And we're going to come up with 2 cool names for PWG shows. Do I have anything here? No, I used all of those. Alright, so let's go ahead and add an event. And it's going to be in the month of October. And let's do a Halloween event. PWG. I just want the logo. Let's just do PWG Trick or Treat. And this will be Halloween themed. Not really, but we're pretending. And we're going to have it on Friday the 29th. Are we? Let's take a look at this actually. Oh yeah, Friday the 29th is a great day to have it. Actually, let's have it on Halloween. Nobody is gone that day. Oh, you know what? We can't have it on Halloween because then people will be busy trick-or-treating. Let's just do the 29th. That works. 2.5 hours, normal event. Bada boom. Okay, now let's make 1, 4. 1, 2. Okay, so we can't compete with Ring of Honor and Zero One. I guess there's only one person in Zero One that we're losing. But we can't compete with Ring of Honor. So what about this day? We're losing Brian Kendrick and the Maximos and Steve Corino. Only one of the Maximos. I think we can do that. So we'll go Saturday the 16th. And then let's go Saturday the 30th as well. That way they're 2 equal weeks apart. Add a new event. PWG. Is there anything here cool that I want to use? We could do the DDT tournament, not right now, but at some point. Time is a flat circle. PWG, Hand of Doom. Mystery Vortex. Every show's kind of a Mystery Vortex, though, the way that I book it. We have to wait until Bandito gets into wrestling. I'm just kidding. I don't know where he is or when he gets into the business or whatever. All right, PWG. You know what's funny? I can't type. PWG, it all begins again. This is going to be our flagship show. And I think we're going to keep this one every year. It all begins again. Did I spell it all right? I don't know. Okay, I did. And now let's go ahead and put this on the 16th and make it 2.5 hours and save. PWG, it all begins again. All right, let's go ahead and skip to our. Oh, we have a decision to make. Ryan Sakota's coming in as a heel. Kenny Omega is going to be coming in. I'm not sure what he wants to be. I would probably make him a babyface. Oh, Jose Maximo has chosen to relocate and now lives in Japan because he's wrestling for Hustle and he wants to be close to Hustle. I get that. That makes sense. So Jose Maximo, I'm not going to fly you in from Japan every week. So I'm going to have to let you go. 1 month deal. And unfortunately, that means your brother is also going to. Oh, wow. Kenny Bolin leaves OVW. Does Kenny Bolin only work for us now? Yeah. PWG, Bolin Services. Oh, I really liked Maximo's, but it looks like they have to go. Jose Maximo. Where's the other one? Where's Joel? Is he already gone? Do I have it on some weird? Let me reset this. I don't see him. Did he leave? No, this is him. That's weird. Okay, let's try this again. Roster. Joel Maximo. But now where's Jose Maximo? Oh, he's right there. I thought they were next to each other for some reason. I'm so confused. Okay. I thought their names were closer than that. In the alphabetical order, but I was wrong. Contract. You're not living in Japan, but I can't really use you. You know what? I can use you. Let's give it 3 months and see if Joel Maximo decides to have a singles career. This is Jose's fault for moving to Japan. Roster. I'm so confused. There he is. This is his fault for moving to Japan. He's splitting the team up. I can't fly him in from Japan every week. I just can't do it. And why did Hustle only hire one of them? I guess this is going to be the split of the Maximos. You know what? Would the Maximos face each other? He can work as either one. It doesn't say he's better at either one of them. Oh, he's unimportant. And he's unimportant. I thought one of them was recognizable. Maybe they went down. So I guess it's not that big of a deal. They can both be either a face or a heel. Alright. Well, I guess we'll turn him heel. Okay. Do we have any more decisions? Oh, we do. We're going to skip these ones and get to the next show. Alright, well, check this out. D'Lo Brown got injured. He's out for about a week. We don't have him anymore, luckily. But best wishes to D'Lo. He is a double tag team champion. That's pretty cool. I don't even know who his partner is. I guess we could find out if we really wanted to. Let's take a gander. A little gander over at TNA. And see who their champions are, shall we? Where are we in this list? We're right there. Number 20. Alright. Titles. The Big Bad Booty Daddy. D'Lo Brown and Apollo. That makes sense. I think they're a tag team in the game. And what about if I go to here and titles? Who's the NWA champion? Oh, Double J. And D'Lo and Apollo. They're double tag team champions. Good for D'Lo. He's hurt though, so that sucks. Here we are, Kenny Omega. He's going to be a heel? Yeah, he can come in as a heel. Wait, that's fine, right? I feel like I have a lot of heels. You know what? I'm going to bring him in as a babyface. Because the audience doesn't really know him. This is kind of his introduction to California indie wrestling. So I feel like we could do whatever we want to start off with him. Or should I put him in Bowling Services? Kenny and Kenny? Nah. You know what? I am forgetting a major thing. If you watched the last episode, you'll know Colt Cabana is getting heat because he is not a very good travel organizer. So now, Disco Machine is going to be... Ooh, Adam Pearce is irritated by this change. Ooh, so is Brian. Ooh, so is CM Punk. You guys, you were all mad at him last week. Okay, a bunch of people are happy about that. Now I gotta see if CM Punk and Brian are mad. I have morale turned off, so I don't think it really matters. But dang. I'm gonna turn you... You know what I just thought of? Making Nick Nemeth and Kenny Omega a tag team. I'm going to... Ooh, should I turn him babyface? It says he's amazing at being a heel. I won't right now. What about you? He can be both. I think... You know what? I think it's time that we did a little split ski here, and maybe even did a few Punk and Cabana matches. There's Hook Bomberry. Yeah. Alright. We have some decisions to make. It is Maximo, and it is complete signing. Arn Anderson's contract is ending with WWE, and Arn Anderson gets a contract extension. Alright. We have one more decision to make. It is the Maximo, and I'm probably going to skip it. We are on the day of the show. We have some news or some mail. Let's start at the bottom. Oh, we had a couple split. Jillian Hall and Tank Tolan have split up. Brian Danielson is fully fit. Yay. Some people got signed to some places. We have 30 days left with Jose Maximo. Thanks, Shane McMahon. Shibata hired by Hustle. Arn Anderson extended with WWE. The Juggalos are trying to hire Super Crazy. Nakamura has moved to a different area of Japan. Let's talk to this guy. He's somebody who I'm willing to pay for his flight. He's taking a hiatus though, right? I think he's taking an MMA fight. Yeah. January, he'll be back in January. Nothing super interesting. Scorpio Sky's contract is ending with us. Let's go ahead and keep Scorpio Sky around for 3 more months at least. Alright, delete all, and moving on to the show. We have a bunch of turns happening. We have some debuts happening. It's a cocky gimmick. You know what? I am going to turn heel. And I am going to test him out as a tag team with Nick Nemeth. Kenny Bolin. Let's put him in Bolin Services, even. And he'll come out like all with his hair brushed and, slicked back, and he'll be wearing like a suit. I guess he won't be wrestling in a suit, but he'll be looking nice. Stables. These are my stables right now. Triple X, Team Canada, and Bolin Services. Nothing original. Nothing I've come up with on my own. Kenny Omega as a member. That's pretty cool. I think these two will make a good tag team. I could be wrong, but I think they will. We're going to need some new tag teams, especially because I'm hearing rumors that our tag team champions might be splitting up soon. So we don't want that to happen. Nobody gets the night off. We are expecting 717 fans tonight. So yeah, let's just stay with, you know what? Let's expand this to 800. Just to get a few more options. Salinas. Let's go to Salinas. Team meeting. Oh, Steve Carino's gone. I forgot about that. Well, I still have quite a few points. Ooh, a big gamble. No, thank you. A near certainty and no restrictions. Cool. And I have 24 points left. Oh, I still have a Kazarian win. Kazarian finish. I think we might use that tonight. Jerry Lynn entertained the locker room by organizing a poker tournament. Chris Hero trained some people. Gossip backstage is that Jessica Havoc and Excalibur have been dating. Apparently the pair of Phoenix and Kevin Steen have been hanging out a lot recently. Oh, Kevin Steen likes to tag with people under a mask. Nigel and Super Dragon are become friends. What's that, Super Dragon? You put Nigel McGuinness over tonight? Okay. I'm just kidding. He didn't say that, but I think he still might put Nigel over. So this is the idea that I have for the main event. Tell me what you guys think. We're going to go AJ Styles, Bryan Danielson versus Christopher Daniels, Samoa Joe. I think we'll make it about that long. We'll see what happens, and we will add. We'll make it a pinfall. Actually, let's not make it a pinfall finish. Let's add a creative finish. And your certainty. And boom, that's the main event. Let's see what we can do with this Kazarian finish. Frankie could. Oh, CM Punk is a main eventer now. Frankie Kazarian is a babyface. What's his popularity? 37. Who do I have as a good heel? Michael Shane. I think we did that match recently. Elix Skipper. That could be a good match. Ryan Sakota is brand new to the company. I think that could be a good debut match for him. Also low key. Oops, that's not low key. Frankie and low key. I don't think we've done this. Have I done Frankie and Elix? Yes, in July. What about Frankie and Ekman? I don't know. I don't know if I trust him enough to be in a big singles match. You know what? Let's do it. They haven't had a match. This is his last appearance. He wanted some big bucks to wrestle tonight, so let's make him earn it. Frankie gets the win. Clean win. Pinfall finish. Creative finish. Frankie Kazarian. And book it. There we go. Let's put the tag titles on the line. Second City Saints. Major star and well known. So there's a gap between these two guys about right here. Ooh, Elix Skipper. I think I did this recently actually. I didn't. Do we do this match? They're all heels. But it'll still be a good match. You know what? Let's do it. With the tag titles on the line. And I'm going to let Colt Cabana get the win. And then the crowd will cheer him a little bit. And he's going to get a clean finish. And the crowd's going to cheer for Colt. And then Punk's going to be like, that's weird, you know? And that's going to be it. It'll be just be subtle. And it'll be quick. Ooh, Loki is very unhappy. Alright, Loki. Is it because Colt? If I change this to CM Punk, would that still make you very unhappy? Yeah, okay. Well, we can't make Loki very unhappy. So let's do these guys then. Skipper and Loki. I'm just kidding. Oh, we do have the newcomer baby faces of the Motor City Machine Guns. And it'll be a good debut for Alex Shelley. I also have the Ballard Brothers. The Backseat Boys. Mirai. Actually, they're both considered recognizable. So let's do this match. Have we done it? We have not. Let's see. I want to remove this and then change it back to Colt. And the crowd cheers Colt, and then Punk is like, what? Alright. Let's do a triple threat. Ooh, Jerry Lynn taking on Michael Shane, and Ryan Sakota. There's a good debut for him. Let's put that up there. And then Gail Kim, I saw her in here. She's right here. Is a baby face. I want her to go up against. Ooh, Nigel's right there. Who did I say wanted to put Nigel over? I joked about it, but I was like, what? You want to put Nigel McGuinness over? Oh, it was. That's right. Super Dragon. Perfect. What are we at? 120 minutes? Let's do a few more matches. I still want to get Gail Kim on this show. Let's do a triple threat. Let's do this. Gail Kim, Elix Skipper, and Amazing Red. I know I said I wanted to get Skipper and Low Key on there together, but this is fine. 144, and it's yellow. Terry Taylor is being used too much. Alright, Terry Taylor, well, let's go ahead and sit this one out, buddy. Greg Valentine can handle it, or whoever I put in charge of it. Let's do one more match. We'll make it a three-way tag team. Oh, you know what? We'll make it a regular tag team match. Actually, no. We will make it a trios match. Because Petey Williams is not hurt, right? Yeah, he is not. And he is recognizable. And he has a couple of friends named Bobby Roode and Johnny Devine. And they're going to take on the awesome people of Chris Sabin, Alex Shelley, and their partner, Scorpio Sky? I could do Jarrell Clark. I was thinking Prince Devitt. His popularity is 4. I was thinking Matt Seidel. Kevin Steen's a 15, but I kind of want to make Kevin Steen a tag team with Phoenix Star now. Joel Maximo is a 15. It's got to be Matt Seidel. Team Canada against Motor City. Is it too long? Is Terry Taylor being used too much again? No. Jerry Lynn's being used too much? What's happening? What's the problem? Ah, Scott Armstrong. That was my second guess. Alright, well, we have more referees. There we go. That's a show. 169 minutes. I gotta do some kind of talking promo. I don't have to, but I would like to. Let's see. Who are my best talkers again? Steve Carino's not here. AJ Styles could do a promo. Actually, yeah, let's do a promo where all 4 of the main event people are. Let's go. AJ Styles, Bryan Danielson. You know, let's just do that. No, because I have to. Samoa Joe. So we're going to say that these guys all came out and they were just yelling at each other. And then we don't even really have an authority figure. But then we just decided to have a 6-man tag at the end of the show. Not a 6-man tag. Whatever this main event is. How do I summarize this? You know what? AJ Styles comes out. AJ Styles is interrupted by main eventers. Ouch, right? Sorry, Frankie. Sorry, whoever's main eventers that aren't in this, but I mean main eventers in tonight's show. Oh, Christopher Daniels does not want to be scripted, so we'll do it improvised. And there we go. And we'll open the show with that. That way we have time to put the main event together and all that fun stuff. So we'll open with that. And let's have a couple pre-show matches. I like a pre-show scramble. I like a good old pre-show scramble. Joel Maximo, since he'll be a singles wrestler now. Brody Lee, Prince Devitt. Hook Bomberry, John Moxley. Kenny Omega? No, I wanted to try him out as a tag team. Havoc. Alright, pre-show. Alright, and let's do a tag team match. I want to see how Kevin Steen and Phoenix Star mesh as a tag team. But I also want to see how Nick Nemeth and Kenny Omega get along as a tag team as well. Where is Phoenix Star and Kevin Steen? They're getting along recently, and I feel like Phoenix Star is kind of a good replacement for Generico because he's a masked guy, and Generico is, you know, injured at the moment, so he won't be around for a while. So let's go ahead and do that, and that way we debut Omega, and then we kind of get some chemistry vibes on all four of these guys, really. I'll do a triple threat match, and then we'll call it a day. Who do I want to get on the show? Claudio? No. I still want to get these guys going. Chris Hero and Claudio Castagnoli. We'll go Matt Cross. I'm running out of unimportant people. They're all I'm bumping them all up, which is good. I just lose people for my pre-show. Christian York, he's a heel. No, he's not a heel. Who is a heel? Cheerleader Melissa. Alright, and pre-show, and we're good. Alright, let's go ahead and run the show. We have 41, not bad. Opening card, Matt Cross defeated Christian York and Cheerleader Melissa. Matt Cross pinned Christian York. Matt Cross got a 50. That's really good. Melissa with a 31. York with a 27. Wow, Matt Cross with a 50, though. In a 35 rated match, Kevin Steen and Phoenix Star defeated Bolin Services when Phoenix Star pinned Kenny Omega with a 450 splash. Let's see. Phoenix Star 37. Kevin Steen 34. He's getting better. Kenny Omega with a 36. Not bad off the bat. Nick Nemeth with a 27. Kenny Omega with a very good. And Nick is getting better at his gimmick. Kenny Bolin did some good work at ringside, and Kenny Omega was off his game. All right. Actually, not bad though. Nobody had bad chemistry, so that's a good sign. In a, what is this? There's a hint that Joe Maximo would turn heel, but got a poor reaction, as much as the crowd still remembers their last turn. I don't remember that, the last turn, but looks like we're going to have to cancel Joe Maximo's turn, which is fine. He's a nice guy. Anyways, what happened? Joe Maximo got the win. He defeated Brody Lee with a Maximo explosion. Joe Maximo, the best in the match with a 55. Who knows? Maybe he could have some good matches. Maybe I could even tag him with Red. Brody Lee with a 25. Prince Devitt with a 28. Hook Bomberry with a 31. Second best, I think. John Moxley with a 24. Jessica Havoc with a 26. Moxley is getting better at his gimmick. In his segment where AJ Styles came out to congratulate himself for being the champion, Samoa Joe came out and he said, "Hey, you don't forget, I won the Battle of Los Angeles, so I'm breathing down your neck." And then Bryan Danielson came out and he was like, "Hey, I've beaten you so many times, Joe. You should not have won that match." And then Christopher Daniels came out and he was just like, "I roll over all of you. You're all inferior to me." I don't know. I'm just guessing what they said. They're not scripted, so they can say whatever they want. 56 rated segment. AJ Styles struggled. Bryan Danielson struggled. Christopher Daniels did well. And he did very well. I got a Christopher Daniels green twice. And all my storylines lost heat. Wonderful. In a 47 rated opening match, Team Canada defeated Matt Sydal and the Motor City Machine Guns when Petey Williams pinned Matt Sydal with the Canadian Destroyer. Petey Williams with a 42. Bobby Roode with a 39. Matt Sydal with a 51. That's really good. Sabin had a 53. And Alex Shelley with a 38 in his debut. Alex Shelley debuted his gimmick and got it very good. Let's see. Scott D'Amore was good. Petey Williams was good. Johnny Devine was good. Hell yeah. Everybody was good. In our next match, Gail Kim defeated Elix Skipper and the Amazing Red when Gail Kim pinned the Amazing Red with the Hurricanrana in a 63 rated match. Gail Kim got a 58. Elix Skipper with a 63 and Red with a 61. Gail Kim's gimmick got a rating of poor. In a 56 rated match, Nigel McGuinness defeated Super Dragon with a Tower of London. Nigel McGuinness got a 61. He's actually getting a lot better. Super Dragon with a 44. In a 50 rated match, the Second City Saints defeated Mirai. I don't know how to say that. When Colt Cabana pinned Johnny France, Second City Saints make defense number 8 of the tag team titles. CM Punk was the best in the match. He had a 62. And then Colt and Jardy were in the 40s. Bobby was in the 30s. And the storyline lost heat. In a 66 rated match, Jerry Lynn defeated Michael Shane and Ryan Sakota when Jerry Lynn pinned Michael Shane with a cradle pile driver. Jerry Lynn with a 79. Wow. I should give him another main event or something. Give him like some big matches. That was actually really good. Michael Shane and Ryan Sakota with 40s. And Ryan Sakota's gimmick got a great. In a 59 rated match, Frankie Kazarian defeated ECMO. They both scored in the 50s, and the creative finish was a success. And in our main event, in an 82 rated match, AJ Styles and Bryan Danielson defeated Christopher Daniels and Samoa Joe when Bryan Danielson submitted Samoa Joe with a cattle mutilation, adding to their storyline, adding to their heat. AJ with an 87. Wow. Bryan and Daniels in the high 70s. And Joe with a 70. The storylines gained heat. The creative finish was a success. AJ had a hot move, and Samoa Joe was in amazing form. All right. We had a overall show of a 75, and we increased popularity in one region. We know what region that was. All right, so let's talk to some people here. Who did really good? We'll welcome Kenny Omega to the show. He did really well for a first timer. And you know what? Let's congratulate Nigel. He's getting up there on the card now. It looks like we gained $392 on the show, and we got some momentum in our home region. You know what I realized? We are at popularity of, was it 32? We started at 30, and we're up to 32 now, which is fine, you know. But once we get up to, let's take a look. Once I get this company up to there it is. 35 in the Southwest is the next milestone, and we're at 32, so we're about halfway there. We're about 32 and a half. So we'll be at small. We're at tiny currently, and we'll be going up to small. Probably by the end of the year. No, not that soon. ECMO is gone. We got a merchandise upgrade. All right. CM Punk is click building. He made a friendship between Colt Cabana and Samoa Joe. And Steve Corino got injured at last night's Hustle show. He will likely take a few months to heal, but should not miss any dates of it. Wow. He could have just stayed on my show and not got injured. Let's take a look. Steve Corino, 67 days. He's out till the end of the year, essentially. Wow. Okay, well, I'll give him a match, but he's probably not going to do very well in it. I think I'll just give him the time off. I gotta get another leader of Bowling Services going, because it can't be Carino. All right, let's skip ahead. We probably are going to the next show, and then we shall see what's going to happen. All right, here we are, the day of the show. I think the day of the show. Yep. PWG Trick or Treat on Saturday, October 30th, 2004. We got a bunch of turns. Oh, you know what? Let's cancel this. Let's cancel this turn. Because the fans don't want to see him as a heel. That's fine. The fans don't want to see it. They just don't want to see it. We have mail. We have a lot of mail. All right, well, let's start from the bottom. I'll really only tell you anything if it's important to us. Nigel McGuinness was released by Pro Wrestling Iron. Are they being hostile towards us? Are they releasing Nigel because we're giving him a push? Bison Smith loaned to Noah. You know what? Let's release Bison Smith. Tank Toland extended his WWE contract. Eddie Guerrero gained weight. He bulked up his mass significantly. Bill DeMott has left WWE. Good. Scotty 2 Hottie got hurt. New Japan is making some offers. Oh, Ryan Sakota. Oh, there's Perry Saturn. And then New Japan hired the people. And Cheerleader Melissa quits APW. Cheerleader Melissa has quit APW after being... Oh, wow. Okay. So that's pretty real, I guess. Not real, but like deep. I don't know. APW production changed. They changed their music level. Bison Smith has left Noah due to the contract. Well, at least we don't have to worry about him being in Japan. So let's. That that mail really caught me off guard. All right. What are we doing now? Bison Smith. Where's Bison Smith? We need to get rid of him. He hasn't really been working our style very well. Anyway, I'm not gonna release him because, like I said, I don't want to hurt people's feelings. He had a wow. He had a really good match in Noah. Oh, he was in there with Brock Lesnar and Bill Goldberg. That's crazy. Okay. Yeah, see, 52 there. And that was the only match he's. Oh, he had a 55 there. Yeah. One month. I won't be like that. I won't hurt his feelings the way that Pro Wrestling Iron hurt Nigel's feelings by releasing him. Okay. I'm just making sure he's good. Alright, let's get to the show. Nobody gets the night off. We are expecting 728 fans. Let's go to Riverside, California, and perform at the Merrick College Gym. Sounds good. We're on a California tour, and Steve Corino is still not here, or is it because he's injured? I don't know. Okay, we need to get him replaced, I guess. We have 100 points. We have one creative finish that is a safe bet, has no restrictions. We have likely to succeed, Samoa Joe is the victor. Okay, likely to succeed, we'll take that. Locker room incidents, Michael Shane. Hey, he barbecued some food outside for everybody. That's cool, everybody's happy about that. Chris Hero trained some people. Ricky Reyes and Gail Kim are friends. Chris Hero and John Moxley are friends. Cool. Everybody's just being friends. Backstage. What a happy environment. Alright, so let's see what we have. I don't think I'm going to use the Samoa Joe victory today because I'm going to go Samoa Joe, AJ Styles. Samoa Joe is going to get his title shot from winning the Battle of Los Angeles. Unfortunately, AJ Styles is not going to lose. I think it's his first offense. And Samoa Joe didn't complain, so that's good. You know what I should do? I should go back here and put this as a creative finish. Since it is my main event. Alright. Exclude everybody that's a star. Alright, Jerry Lynn has been doing some legendary stuff. Who's a heel that he can go up against? Michael Shane. Somebody he hasn't gone yet, because he's gone with Christopher Daniels. But that was for the title. You know what? I wonder. I know they're both baby faces, but I wonder if Christopher Daniels, not Christopher Daniels, Jerry Lynn and Bryan Danielson. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to do that. I think that'll be pretty special. And we're going to, of course, have Bryan win. Should I make it a... No. I was going to think about making a technical masterclass. I don't know enough about that to do it, so I'm not going to do it. Terry Taylor can agent this match. Alright, let's do a triple threat. We'll go Daniels. No, you know what? Let's do a 6-person tag. And let's go Daniels, Elix Skipper, and Low Key. Now, against who is the question? I can just make it random people. Do I have some kind of unit? Like a 3-person unit, babyface unit? I mean, the Maximos. Oh, but I don't have Jose Maximo? I guess not. I don't think he's gone already. Did I fire him? Alright. Let's go Frankie Kazarian, Gail Kim, and the Amazing Red. That's a good team. It's TNA versus TNA. Take that off. And there we go. Alright, we have that. What else do we have? CM Punk. Oh, you know what? We do a tag title match. Those are all heels. Oh, Nigel McGuinness is in Well Known. Have I done this? I've only done it in multi-person matches. How old is he? 25. How old is he? 28. We'll go with that. I want to get as many tag title matches as I can in before these guys go their separate ways. And I don't think I've done this match yet. Boom. Second City Saints versus the Motor City Machine Guns for the PWG Tag Team titles. And again, Colt Caban's going to get the win. And also get a big pop from the crowd. And a clean win. And CM Punk's going to be like, that's weird. We're at 128 minutes. These are all heels. Let's see. Petey Williams. I guess I'll have to. Oh, he's still a heel. Let's get a baby face on this side. We'll go Prince Devitt. And then we'll go heel. Let's go Michael Shane and Prince Devitt. I think that'll be a pretty good match. He's kind of a jobber right now, but it'll get him some experience. Alright. And we'll do another tag team match. We're gonna go the back seats. You know what? Let's do actually a 3-way tag match. Because I can't do the back seats on the Ballards again. But I can if I put these guys in there. Because now it's a new match. See, no match history. And these guys are all good. And that's the show. Who's used too much? Rudy Charles. Rudy Charles. I got rid of the wrong referee. You can handle that. Alright, let's book a couple pre-show matches. Let's see. Bobby Roode. Actually, let's do Bobby Roode as a tag team. Let's do a 4-way tag team. These guys. Are they all heels? Yeah. These guys. I'm going to go Bobby Roode. And Johnny Devine. I keep forgetting who the other Team Canada guy is. And then we're going to go, speaking of Team Canada, we're going to go Kevin Steen, if I can find him, and Phoenix Star. Alright, pre-show match. And I think that's good. That's a long time. Alright. Let's have Kenny Bolin cut a promo and have Nick Nemeth and Kenny Omega in the ring with him, and we're gonna figure out who is going to be the new head of Bolin Services, since it seems like Steve Corino's going to be out for the rest of the year. And we'll script it and we'll book that. Oh, you know what? We only have one pre-show match, so let's actually. I thought that was two. So let's book a pre-show scramble, because those are my favorite. All right, let's go Candice LeRae, Brody Lee, and Joel Maximo. And then on this side we're gonna go Kenny Omega, Roderick Strong, and John Moxley. Alright. Like, somebody's being used too much. Like, it's probably Terry Taylor. Yep, alright, let's start the show. Ooh. In a 43 rated scramble match, Joel Maximo pinned John Moxley with a Maximo Explosion. Maximo got a 56. Omega and Strong got in the 40s, and then Moxley, Brody Lee, and Candice LeRae all got in the 20s. In a 37 rated 4-way tag team match, Pomp and Circumstances defeated all the other teams when Sean Temper submitted Chris Hero with the Shiver Me Tempers. Let's see. Nobody really stood out in this match. Everybody kind of did the same. The opening segment was a 30 promo with Kenny Bolin and his guys. They challenged anybody for the next show. They were in costumes too. I forgot to mention that part because it's Halloween. In a 48 rated match, the Ballard brothers defeated the Backstreet Boys and Mariah when Shannon Ballard pinned Trent Acid with the penalty box. Trent Acid with a 58. Johnny Casimir with a 61. Those were really good. Everybody else was kind of in the 40s and the 30s. In a 47 rated match, Michael Shane defeated Prince Devitt with a picture perfect elbow drop. Michael Shane with a 54, Devitt with a 31. In a 56 rated tag team match, the Second City Saints defeated the Motor City Machine Guns when Colt Cabana pinned Alex Shelley. CM Punk was heads and shoulders above everybody else. He got a 63. Colt Cabana with a 47. Alex Shelley with a 54. The storyline has advanced. In a 60 rated match, Nigel McGuinness defeated Brian Kendrick. I was kind of hoping for that. Nigel McGuinness with a 54. Brian Kendrick with a 62. 71 rated match. Triple X defeated Frankie Kazarian, Gail Kim, and the Amazing Red when Christopher Daniels pinned the Amazing Red with the best moonsault ever. Christopher Daniels with an 81. Wow, and he stood out kind of above the pack. In a 76 rated match, which is a really good match, Bryan Danielson defeated Jerry Lynn with a Dragon Suplex. Bryan Danielson with an 83, Jerry Lynn with a 79, and they had great chemistry. In our main event, which was a 77 rated match, AJ Styles defeated Samoa Joe with a Styles Clash. AJ Styles makes his first defense of the PWG title. And AJ with a 90, Samoa Joe with a 78. There was times when there was a lack of psychology. The creative finish was a failure. But they did get a chemistry bonus. AJ had a hot new move. Samoa Joe was in amazing form. 77 rated match. And our show was a 74. And we increased our popularity in our home region. Let's address the locker room. Who stood out on the show is really good. You know what? Let's compliment Christopher Daniels. I feel like he bounced back very well after losing the title. And also, speaking of people bouncing back, Joel Maximo has been doing a great job as a singles wrestler. I don't even know where the other Maximo is. I thought he still worked here. We made $818, which is good. We're making money now. And we've gone up to 33. We have 2 more months in the year. We can maybe, by the end of the year, we can maybe hit 35. No, I think by the end of the year we'll hit 34, actually. PWG Trick or Treat. We had 715 people there. We had a 74 rated show. AJ Styles defeated Samoa Joe in the main event. It was actually the best match of the night. And we had 3 matches in the green. I remember when we only had 1 match in the green for our whole company. Alright, let's take a look at other stuff. Top 100. Let's see. We have It All Begins Again was the 3rd best show, and Trick or Treat was the 5th best show. And then we still have the Christopher Daniels and AJ Styles are our top 2 best matches, followed by another match featuring Christopher Daniels and AJ Styles. Alright. Let's skip ahead to the end of the month. Nick Mitchell signs with WWE. Oh, he might regret that. Okay, here we are. It's Monday. You know what that means. That means it's the end of the month. We start November. We have mail. Let's go ahead and... Oh, you know what? I didn't check the mail from the last show, but I think it's fine. I do want to see this one. CM Punk is click building. He's made a friendship between Bryan Danielson and Chris Hero. That's cool. So, Bryan Danielson and Samoa Joe and Colt Cabana and Chris Hero are now all becoming friends because of CM Punk. What a great guy. Alright, well, we're going to end things here, folks. We come back next week for another episode and for November, and we'll see what we can do there. Oh, before I go, we made... it's like the most anticipated part of the whole episode. We made $791. So we are making money 2 months in a row. That's pretty exciting. And we're on our way to 34 in popularity, and then hopefully by maybe February or March, before All Star Weekend of next year, if not because of All Star Weekend of next year, we'll go up to 35 in popularity, and we'll be at the next level, and then we'll get some kind of TV deal, and we'll have to face all kinds of money and broadcasting, and we will probably go out of business. But that's the name of the game. Let's real quick see if anybody will talk to me in broadcasting. I don't think they will yet. No, yeah, nobody. These are all the people that will talk to me. Nobody. It's okay, we sell our DVDs. I also wanted to check merchandise before I left. Where is it? Merchandise. So we're at a small level, 3 out of 10. At this level, your merchandise operation is pretty basic and staffed by friends and volunteers, but at least has some degree of organization to it. Yeah, level 3. The company does not make worker specific merchandise. Instead, workers are allowed to bring their own merch and sell it during intermission. At live shows, you can expect to make an average of around $1 per fan in attendance, and you can expect to make around $3 per popularity point per region each month from mail order side of the business. Okay, so we had 17. I'm sorry, we had 720 people or something like that. So we made $700, and then we're gonna make $3 per popularity point, which is 32. So we'll make around $96 by the end of the month. Okay. Yeah, let's start the next upgrade. And we'll come back to that in a few weeks and see how it goes. And other than that, we will see you next time on PWG. It all begins again.